One of the biggest principles is like you don't get like a cheat day. If you're putting all this hard work in towards a goal, you don't have the luxury of giving a setback day. It shouldn't be like six steps forward, one step back. It should six steps forward, another step forward. You don't give yourself luxuries until the goal's done, until what you want is accomplished. I think that was one of the biggest ones. And then another one was just the regimented lifestyle, man. People hate monotony, but I think there's comfort in monotony. I think it's monotony sucks, but in certain aspects, it's great. I woke up like monotony in my diet. I ate the same thing every day. I ate the same thing every day. Didn't deviate from the foods I ate. And I was a vegetarian for I was a vegetarian for the year. I had to lose 30 pounds to get to 184. I was fat as hell coming into the season. I mean, once the season goes down, like I didn't have the luxury of giving myself a cheat day. I didn't. I wanted to make sure my weight was always in check. I never saw above 190 on the scale. 180. I never saw anything in the 190s. I was always 189 or below whenever I stepped on the scale to check my weight. It was just one of those things where those principles are like they have to be done. You have to be fully committed. You can't take lapses in judgment and little minor setbacks because you earned it. No, you didn't earn it until the goal's done. So that was one of the biggest things I took from that year. And I also took I think really I've focused on the mental health aspect of it last year. I mean, talking to you all the time, I didn't realize how big it was, in terms of seeing wrestling success. I think just going on walks and talking to you was like mini therapy sessions, like during the week. Like when the monotony started to get to me, we'd walk for fucking an hour around and just talk. Or I think like other things, like reading things that have nothing to do with what I'm doing at the moment. I think that's huge. I actually do that now still. I love to read, you gave me some economics books like Liar's Poker, all that. I love reading those books, but every now and then I have to mix in something fictional or something that I enjoy reading because you need to just deviate a little bit, from the monotony. Monotony's great, but you need to deviate, in aspects that you can, I'm not deviating from my diet. I'm not oh, I don't want to eat this today. I'm just going to do McDonald's. No, because that being a structured diet was a core like support principle to my goal. Reading was ended up being important to my goal, but that wasn't going to absolutely inevitably affect the outcome. Eating a meal like McDonald's could affect the outcome. Skipping a day at practice that could affect the outcome. Half-assing a practice that could affect the outcome. I had to be dialed in every single day because everyone else that wanted to achieve my goal, who had the same goal in mind, was doing the same thing. And I'll be damned if I get passed up by some other schmuck who, thinks he can do what I can do. And I think I took those things like really, really to heart last year. I don't think we fucked around once, I don't think I'm trying to think. I think maybe on New Year's I had like maybe a drink or two. I didn't even drink on like New Year's Eve. I think I maybe had like a tequila soda and maybe that. And I remember I was even mad that I did that. But beyond that, I mean, we didn't fuck around in any aspect. I was doing multiple workouts every day. I think I logged at least two workouts every day. Maybe on Sunday I only did one. Maybe on Sunday I just did a run. You know, but other than that, or like days we competed, I just competed. But even still, we had our warm up. We had our warm up before our weigh in, so fuck it, it counted as two. But it was just that those things were like what really clicked. Like you can't deviate off of the path to your goal. I'm not saying there's only one path to get to your goal, but you can't move backwards in any of those paths. You can move, you can snake on that path. You can move left, right, you can do any of that stuff. You can take a different route, but as long as you're going forward, you just can't go back. And I don't think I think that whole year, I don't think I took a step back. And I think that was a big, big thing. Years prior, I'd do the right things and then I'd take a step back. I'd do the right things and then I'd take a step back. You can't do that. I think that's huge. If you want to be successful, it's always got to be moving forward toward that goal. Yeah, you have to take that in stride always.